What's up, everybody? Everybody, what is up? How you doing? Oh, a little bit of technical problems there for a minute. Sorry about that. Uh, Somehow it thought I was doing Insidious today. I don't know. I don't know. StreamYard's had a couple of issues. My wife son and I, a week or so back, had a couple of issues with sending a link through Instagram. I don't know. Weather is also, we're getting ready to get a big like blizzard here, so who knows? Hopefully everything will stay together well. Everything will be all right. So we'll find out, right? Hey, Hinch, how you doing, man? Thank you very much for coming through. Hey, Todd, how's it going, man? All right. I talked about how I was only going to do the first Scream, um, but it's been a long time since I've seen Scream 2, and I do remember that it is a pretty good follow-up. And how can you argue with having Laurie Metcalf as, as Psycho and Billy's mom? You really can't argue that, can you? Now Wes Craven wasn't a big sequel guy. Yeah, he wasn't a big part of that. He felt once he told a story, he told it. However, there were exceptions. Um, you know, Wes is weird because Wes was a special director because to call Wes a horror guy really wasn't accurate. It has, as you know, Wes did a lot of things. He did a love story. He did, you know what I mean? He did exploitation when he first came in. Some say the rumor is him and Sean Cunningham delved into a little bit of maybe soft and or hardcore pornography prior to Last House on the Left. There was together, but but anyway, he did everything very well. Anybody that worked for him loved it. So he's just in a line of directors that we've lost over the last 10 years or so. That was really unfortunate. Stuart Gordon, Wes, Toby Hooper, and of course the most painful one to me was George Romero. George is, George is very cool. Matter of fact, just thinking about George, I'm thinking about doing thinking about doing the original Night of the Living Dead here really soon. It's one of my favorite films ever, and but tonight, Scream 2, I've seen it a long time. I'm going to check it out. The old cast back again. This is the one. This one, it kills me because it's got Jerry O'Donnell in it. Of course, you got Lee Schreiber, you got Laurie Metcalf, which is absolutely brilliant, and my favorite character on Roseanne back in its heyday. And like I've said many times, the X factor of that show. But guys, I'm glad to be back in here. It's been several days. I had to reschedule a few of them. I was filming on the weather. It's still very good. You see. Doing everything to let everybody. How's it going? Yeah, it's screwed up, man. I don't know what to say. Just ignore that one. Um, I tried to end that several times. Something screwed up on it. I will just have to reschedule and redo it again. So everybody ignore that shit. And tell anybody and everybody to come over here, and we're doing Scream 2 tonight. I'll be doing Insidious Thursday night. StreamYard doesn't know that, and neither is my phone or anything else, but we know that, so it's all that matters, right? It's fucking crazy. See, the stream is still going. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know, guys. I know, but I'm not there. I'm here with you guys, so fuck them over there. So what I mean. Maybe especially the Craven being involved. Sequels, yes. Scream, yes, yes. Nightmare, not so much, man, because I mean, he had he had a hand in the writing, so the writing of Dream Warriors, but the final product, a lot of it wasn't his. And then of course he did, New Nightmare, but that's like its own entity all by itself. You know what I mean? Scream was really well. I mean, you got Hills Have Eyes Part 2, but other than that, man, really, Scream was the exception. Scream was a franchise he felt very, very tied to, very, very special about, and that's weird because that's when he didn't write. He didn't have really much involved in the initial creation and screenplay, and you know what I mean, script. But for some reason, he just absolutely adored it, and he would probably still be doing it. So, but we got Scream 6 coming out. Oh, I don't know how I feel so much about so many of them coming out, but I do know that I enjoyed the first couple. I didn't enjoy the third one. I liked the fourth one. I thought I thought Jill the villain was absolutely fantastic. I mean, she's totally entertaining to me. I'd never seen someone hurt themselves so badly just to try to make a point, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. But if you would give me a thumbs up on this, give me a like and all that kind of stuff. If you guys haven't seen it and you don't know, I'm currently starting. I've started a new series with American Werewolf in New Jersey. I'll leave a link in the bottom after this for you guys to go check that out. We're doing the Last of Us series. Um, he did the first episode by himself, and then after that, he got a hold of me and asked me if I wanted to do it with him. I said, "Cool." We did episode 2 Sunday, and we're gonna be doing episode 3 this coming Sunday, and then on and on. We're gonna see exactly how it goes. So far, it's a good show. If you haven't checked it out yet, like I said, I'll leave a link there. Go check out American Werewolf in New Jersey. And hopefully you'll enjoy it, man. Other than that, the new and Horror for All should be getting recorded here soon. It's a lot of scheduling conflicts, between myself and my wife both been busy with this and that. And like I said, I wasn't feeling very well along the side of my son's 16th birthday that we spent all weekend, celebrating. Um, you know, just haven't been able to get it done yet, but hopefully we will. Anyway, if anybody's going to join us on this, it's not going free any place, unfortunately. If I had known that, I'd have waited on it a little bit. But if you do have it and you're ready to stick it in there and check it out with me, Scream 2. Sorry if you guys hadn't seen us and they're ready to go. I know the thing lied to me too. When I tried to get on here, it told me that, so I pushed it, all this kind of shit, and it still just like the city is. And when I pushed it said it was live over there. You see, it's a lie. See, because I'm not there. Hopefully, it'll realize that soon. If it doesn't, look, we'll just hang over here and do this. Because I'm in no position. I can't really get message to anyone right now and let them know that one's not going on, that this one is. But if somebody else is able to, if Ninja, if you're able to let people know that there's been a screw up and that we're over here, and you want to let them know we're watching Scream 2 over here, that'd be cool. I appreciate that. And we can all bullshit together. But on that note, does anyone need any time? If not, I am going to start. I'm going to get this going, and we're going to bullshit about this. Turn it down here. Yeah, it pissed me off when I kind of shit out. It just, oh my god. Anybody who was watching the Insidious stream and heard me click off of it probably heard me cuss and bitch, and it was probably something along the lines of "fuck, motherfucker." If you heard that, that was me. Thank you, Ninja. I appreciate that, man. micrographs up for a headache. I mean, the whole thing. I'm kind of a, I'm low on patience anyway. So it finally ended. I tried to end it. It's cool, awesome. Maybe Insidious realized. Maybe they realized. Maybe it was possessed. Maybe it was the red faced demon. Maybe it was a lipstick demon. You know, he can go fuck himself until Thursday. You know, Thursday will kick some ass in him. Until then, he can shut the fuck up. So I'm going to start this right now anyway. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for your patience. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if don't mess with me. That's just gonna happen. Ask me on region player in a minute. So it's up here with everybody's favorite Hollywood wannabe actress / star's wife. Along with a pretty good actor, man. Omar Epps, maybe no. Yeah. He was in the program, if you've seen that. That's his name, isn't it? No. Damn it. Anyway, he was also Juice. Juice is a great show. Anyone hasn't seen Juice, Buck Shore, it's one of his very first shows. It's a really good one. It's got him in it, whatever his name is. I think it's Omar. But anyway, staying beside him is at that time Jada Pinkett. Who knows anything about Jada Pinkett knows that she is Jada Pinkett Smith now. And poor Will Smith. I know he did a stupid thing. He shouldn't be laughing on people. But this guy, anyone that watched that knows that when he made that joke about her and her hair and G.I. Jane, knows that she looked over at Will and went, what was Will supposed to do? He was trying to fight for the honor of his wife because he thought that shit was like, and then he goes and does it. And then the very next day she comes out and starts talking about how he's been mature and all this. It was a year or two after she was discussing how bad their sex life was in front of the world on national television. I'd have been over then. I just think she's a lousy human being. Will's just a fool, is in love and wanted to make her happy. And she looked at him like, she gave him that look like, are you going to do something about that? I mean, I'm not trying to defend the stupid thing. It was a bad thing what he did, was. But that's a shitty situation for him to be. And Chris Rock, even worse for him, man, because he was just fucking around. He thought they were all cool, and he's just joking like, yo, that's what you're supposed to do when you're the host of the Oscars. Especially if you're a comedian, especially if you're Chris Rock. You're a comedian, that's what you do, right? But anyway, he got slapped for his troubles, and then Will's been getting slapped ever since. So he definitely paid for it. He'll never get another Oscar. Biggest night of his life. He does the stupidest shit on the planet. He's a tough ass. I love Heather Graham playing the. Got Heather Graham in here. Yeah, so this when she's getting a shower and shit. Love Heather Graham. Heather Graham is so cool. Remember her as Roller Girl in Boogie Nights. You were on my channel enough. You heard me talk about Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is a fantastic show. But see, that's why I think she does such a good job. You notice how great Jada Pinkett is in this role as being the asshole, the opening part of this, where she just like, you can just tell she just got that, dude. She's just jerk. You can just tell, and she does it so well. She's not that great of an actress. So for her to do it this well, they say your best performances, in wrestling and acting, whatever, is where you bring a piece of yourself out in it. Hey, I'm a believer of that wholeheartedly after seeing this because she fluently acts like a jerk. Hell no, you don't, man. Hell no, you don't. I can't remember when's the last thing she did. That's too bad. I where I'm not as fluent on the Scream series after the original, I will definitely make up for it in bullshit and commentary. I never professed to be a Scream, nut. That's everybody else riding the Scream bandwagon, not me. I love the first one. I appreciate the second one for what it was. I like the fourth one. It's about the end of it, guys. This will be, you know, chances are my last Scream watch along ever done. Yeah, I think it's just a movie. I think it's funny how already literally just a year or two later, a couple years later, how everybody's already marketing off all these murders. You know what I mean? They got these outfits. They're you know point blank just like them. Well, close anyway. Every movie has a different. That's one thing we don't realize. Every movie has a different ghost face mask to a certain extent. None of them are exactly the same. From Hell, yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about From Hell. Very true. That was a good era for Johnny Depp around that time. From Hell, Sleepy Hollow, stuff like that. Just before he started, doing the real wacky, weird shit all the time. Strategy, I mean, it's just like, of course, as I explained before, everybody knows, Scream was, it was written and, kind of very, very loosely based on the murders in Gainesville, Florida, the Gainesville Ripper, Daddy Harold Roy, I believe in 1990, where he murdered 5 young people, raped and murdered brutally in over one weekend. And he'd killed people before that and all that, from Oklahoma, I do believe where he's from. What's the meaning of does anybody know what the meaning of the killing of the couple at the beginning of this is? Why they're picked? Why they're killed? Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen this second. Like I said, it's been a minute, so we're kind of bear with me a bit. I'm not sure exactly what because usually the ghost face, there's reason for the killings, right? First 5 movies, it was all based around, basically based around Sidney Prescott. I don't see what these two have to do with Sidney. Maybe it tells. I don't remember if it does. Yeah. What happened to Lomar here? Let's say he was in a program, did a good job in it, did a great job in Jews. What happened to him? Yeah, see that one right here, this mask here, screen two, it protrudes a little more in the mouth. It does this a little more. Just looks like it to me anyway. Yeah, it's a little different. And this one, not all of them not all the Scream movies make sense to me. I don't understand why people keep coming back every time and be a brother, almost brother, or, grandma and all kinds of shit coming after Sydney. You know what I mean? Just upset, just hating on her and wanting to kill her, and all this or jealous of her, like a cousin. Where this second one makes a lot of sense. that Billy's mom would want to come back and get revenge. I mean, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, that makes all kinds of sense. As a crazy ass bitch of a mom coming to, you know what I mean? That's basically the Jason, the Jason Pamela story, suburbia style, you know? Yeah. That was interesting that they had Heather Graham playing the Casey Becker role instead. Yeah, because this is the first Stab movie. That was tragic. They did a good job of making that tragic in the original screen. The Casey Becker killing, with Drew Barrymore. Does everybody remember that movie Woo that she did? Jada Pinkett, this pre Jada Pinkett Smith. And does she look like a different woman to you guys? Like I don't know. I'm not. I'm still not convinced that Jada Pinkett Smith is the same Jada Pinkett. I mean, I know it is, but you know what I mean. I mean, she's her face. She looks like a different. I know she's older, but she looks like a different person to me. Because he's making sure he just keeps stabbing her all the way up to the screen. He's stabbing her. So I mean, I'm just wondering how she ties it. Or was it just basically to put a scare in people and make people aware, make Sydney and all them aware? Yeah, I turned the thing off twice. I don't know why it took it so long to shut off. Hit that twice, you know, I almost had to completely do this one and put in put in the ticker and everything in it. But I didn't have to go through all that or admit even later. Yeah, I love her boy, Jerry O'Donnell's her boyfriend in this. I remember first seeing this, I mean thinking about it, and I was like, that dude looks so familiar. Because there wasn't all this social media and everything then. I was like, who is that guy, man? He looks so familiar. And then it clicked to me. I said, that's the heavier set boy. That's the heavier set kid from Stand By Me. The one that's kind of seemed, the one you wouldn't expect to grow up to be such a fucking, you know what I mean, have such game, grew up to be this good looking dude, man. It's crazy. He did too. He definitely had the ugly duckling syndrome, man, because he blew my mind. I mean, it looks the same in the face, but I mean, all around it, you know, just the whole, everything else. Just wouldn't have expected it. I like how young Lee Schreiber is. Getting his piece of the pie now. Now that he's been released. Isn't Sure Michelle Gellar is in this one too, right? This is during her fame a little bit too. So, go on, everybody. Feelings on Scream too. where do you guys place Scream 2 in the franchise? Me, I put it right where it says here at number 2. For a few reasons. Don't forget about Timothy Oliphant. 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 I can't pronounce it. I cannot get it to the off my tongue. You know, the Hitman and all that kind of shit. Oh, Prism. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Glad to see your life's been a lot busy recently. Any special reason? What's going on, man? They're best. But what's your second favorite? What's number 1 and number 2 before you take off? Yeah, there's your service show go. Yeah. That's what I thought. And there he is. How do you pronounce that? Is it to me? Oliphant? Oliphant? Is that how it's pronounced? There's Randy. Wow, there's Randy. Oh shit, and Joshua Jackson. Ah shit. 1-4. Your second favorite is 4 Prism? I love 4. I think 4 kicks ass, man. 4 is pretty good. To me, it has got the best killer, the best villain since the original, by far. I give this number 2. To me, this is the second best one because there's still a good reason for it. You know what I mean? This is still the revenge. This revenge makes more sense than any of it because like I said, this is a mom coming in and defending regardless of why her son was killed, what still it still makes sense. She was going to kill her for killing her son. That's debatable. Godfather 2 over the Godfather. That's debatable. I think they're even, just in different ways. Godfather and Godfather 2. Kind of like Alien and Alien 2. Terminator 2. Those 3. That's the 3 best 1-2 punch. Terminator, Alien, and Godfather. And I think simply because 2 is just as good as 1, 1 just as good as 2. That doesn't happen very often. Yeah, see, because she's talking about she Derek, yeah, Derek plays Derek. Jerry alone. Definitely a lot different than he was in like 86 and Stand By Me. That's a great show. It really is. I think that's probably the best Stephen King adaptation as far as all around film goes. Of course, it's like Robert Reiner, arguably, meathead from All Family. It's weird seeing all these people because you got Courtney Cox here and they all still look so young. This is I think it's not 1997. I think it's the year. I think they made this the year right after. She's not got herself another cameraman. No big deal. She's such an asshole. She basically has a weakness for one person, and that's Dewey. and he has that weakness for her where it kind of pisses him off. You know what I mean? He knows her well enough to know by now that she is an asshole and that she is overly career oriented. But he also knows she got that softer side, and he's about the only one that can never see it or bring it out. There she is, Lori Metcalf. Brilliant, brilliant, crazy. She plays crazy so well. It's those eyes, man. She's like, I think the Jackie character from Roseanne is absolutely fantastic. She just, Gail Weathers. What a great name for a fucking anchor woman. She does the hot topic type. So you would think Gail Weather, you're still like a weather woman, right? Well, no, she does the hot topic, and she's such an asshole because that's just what they do. Moved her ass right up in front of everybody, stood right in front of them. No shame whatsoever in Gail Weather. She will literally stick a knife directly in your back. Please don't look for you. Pictures fine. Well, they were doing calf implants, that kind of shit even back in '97. Or was he just bullshit? Oh, okay. There's so many people in that Alicia damn it. I'm so sick of forgetting. I'm so sick of forgetting names, man. I've been doing it a lot lately, guys. My brain is getting old. Yeah, Rebecca Gayhart. Yeah, that's it. Rebecca Gayhart. And she's leading the group of snobby bitches. Does it really well. Almost like her. It's almost like they were poking fun at Heather's here. You know what I mean? There's a group. There's like 5 Heathers. It's basically what they were as Heather. He walks around with his limp. You can tell he hadn't had this gimp very long because of course this is his pre right before he decided to do his little wrestling thing. And after that, he really went batshit crazy a few years even after he did the initial wrestling. He jumped in, decided to really fuck himself up and do the backyard type wrestling shit. Psychotic tendency. Yeah, yeah. Derek seemed to be an alright guy. Unfortunately for him, they always refer, they always talk about Billy. You know, Billy Lewis's footsteps. Billy Lewis. You know, I want if they're gonna do anything in this latest one, even if you're not gonna bring Stu back and all of that shit, give give Stu some love, man. Talk about Stu. Stu was more bad shit than Billy. Billy was just demented. Stu was, they talk about him being, a follower and all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm not so sure how much of a follower he was. I think he definitely put his own in. Like I was talking about with the original, calls it at the right place when she runs up through the attic and gets out the window. You can see where he has it set up I found this out from another tube, Beyond the Mask, where he showed it. And, check out his channel. He does a great stream on Halloween, where he's got like tied up here. He's got dolls, because Stu collected dolls or whatever. And he had the Casey one hanging here, and then the Steve, you can see it Steve over here, and something off in the distance. It looked like it might have been, because we never see it, the principal on the gold post. He was, you got to pause it just right. Oh yeah, I really appreciate this one, Junior. Thanks for coming by, Junior. I appreciate it. I really appreciate this one because this one makes the most sense to me of all. This is the one. I don't understand why everybody's always got a problem and just wanting to get it Sydney and all that. But this one makes so much sense to me. What makes more sense than a mother? It's screwy in the head too. Even a mother wasn't screwy in the head would become screwy in the head and want to get revenge for the murder, for the killing of her son. This one makes so much sense. It really does. This is very credible. It's blowing my mind looking back at the screen. God, I haven't watched this in a while, and seeing how young everybody is. All the way down to Lee Schreiber. Look how thin he is, and it's crazy. He knows. Yep. Yeah. He knows you're alone. Yep. Yep. Oh. Here, brother. Knows you're alone. You're alone. One thing I don't like is Scream 2. The kill ring. Yeah. 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 Kind of unceremonious. Yeah. Hey, Denisha. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Where do you guys put Scream 2? For me, it's right in its proper place at number 2, followed by my number 3 is Scream 4. After that, it gets kind of iffy. That's my 3 Screams: Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 4. Well, where do you guys put them? Your top 3 Screams? Yes, a long time ago, Yes, Lee Schreiber's a good actor. He's never really done a whole lot that would get him like the type Oscar recognition or anything like that. Everything I've ever seen him do, he was solid in. But where do you guys put Scream 2? I'm sure everybody's first favorite has to be the original, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. It just makes so much sense. It really does. Now Scream 2 doesn't have the second best antagonist, but you can't deny Laurie Metcalf, can you? You know, as I always call her. I don't call her Laurie Metcalf. I call her Jackie because to me she's nutty ass crazy Roseanne's sister Jackie. But you know, to me, the my second favorite killer or antagonist is Jill from Scream 4. I think she is absolutely brutal. See, you know, for me, it's Scream 1, mm, 1, 3 good, 2 okay. Yeah, 2 okay. Yeah, best means 1 is great. 3 is good. You prefer 3 over 2, really? Alrighty. Screen 2 say, oh yeah, most definitely. But a lot of people say a lot of shit. I've heard people put four all the way at the worst, and I don't see how, man. You got some of the best characters in Scream Four. I mean, Hayden Panettiere, and I've said it a million times, not just because I think she's fucking gorgeous as hell, but her character is, like I said, I would think that I would be, swayed by that, but no, it doesn't hurt. I'll put it that way. However, her character is fucking kick ass in it. What is cooler than a hot badass movie nerd chick? Movie nerd, extremely hot movie nerd chick. I mean, what? You can't beat that. That's a great character. Jill, great killer, great antagonist. The best since Billy and Stu. Period. Jill. I mean, who in the hell is going to go through hurting themselves like that? Beat the hell out of themselves, tear themselves up. Just got, she's scary. She ain't but this big and this big, and she's terrifying. To the screen through. Yeah, yeah. I just felt the old dude was kind of weak. I'm not a big fan of his, all the way back from Felicity. I'm just not big on him. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Well, they kind of eventually they had to do that though. Eventually, didn't they? Did they make the right decision? Which one they killed off? Of the three that was going through. Did they make the right decision? But didn't they have to finally kill off somebody, or was that too predictable? Was it too predictable that they kept keeping all three of them alive, or was it more predictable that finally they killed one of them all? It's debatable. I think it's interesting that this has got it's got Sarah Michelle Gellar. Earlier, like I said, you've seen Rebecca Gayheart. Of course, she's been in tons of things, urban legend and stuff like that. And yeah, I love how they're poking at Heather's in this, because that's basically her little group of obnoxious, snotty, snobby chicks. They're just like Heather's. I don't know if anybody else made that connection, but they remind me of Heather. Heather, and Veronica. Heather, man, that was a good one. Before Christian Slater got tagged as a wannabe Jack Nicholson, and I'm not so sure that he was trying to act like Jack Nicholson. He just kind of end up like, kind of come off like that. Thank you very much, Valerie. Appreciate it. I do a hell of a commentary and a hell of a watch on here, Valerie. You should stick around. You get Service Show Geller as the obvious gonna get wiped out on this one, right? Doing Randy ice cream shop, previous that movie. Yeah, yeah. I did not know that was Skeet Ulrich. Actually, Skeet Ulrich in Scream 5, because he looks so different somehow. I thought that was just somebody that was having play as it. I didn't know that was him, but younger, because he looks less like Skeet than Skeet, than somebody that would be playing. You know what I mean? Except for in the eyes, you can tell. But other than that, I thought they did a crappy job of, de-aging him. But they had to do a little bit of course, some de-aging. It's been damn near 30 years. It's also killed off. Yeah, 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 yeah. By the way, for everybody who isn't doesn't know yet. I'm doing a new show with my second new series, and it's with you know, you guys who wasn't here yet when I talked about earlier, with American World in New Jersey, and every Sunday we're covering live. Right after the last episode ends, we'll be doing a review of that episode, seeing where it goes. So you guys check it out. After it's over, I'll put his link in here so you guys can go check out his channel. Uh, I like how they killed doing the new character. Yeah, I care about. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. I'm not big on new characters in Stream 5 either. I hated they carried them over to, you know. I guess the killing of Sarah Michelle Gellar's character at this part was done a lot differently to begin with. Like she wasn't thrown off the roof or whatever. God, I can't remember what the hell. Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. We are like I'm not a huge whole franchise Scream fan. Like I said, but three of them I like a lot. First and second one, and this one. Um, I just think it's gotten unrealistic. How it just doesn't. Of course, we're talking about slasher too, so I guess it's stupid for me to use that. I'm not so sure that if Wes was alive, that we would have that sister thing going on like that. Scream 6 might be better than Scream 5. I'm curious what they're doing with that. You know, I don't know. It is intriguing. It is intriguing. I won't be going to theater and seeing it because that's a very rare thing for me to do is go to theater, even though I love to, because of my agoraphobia. I just, especially for something that's going to have as many people as that's going to happen. But I will be seeing it right after. 1997. Not sure when. I don't know what she did last summer was made. There she is. She's no, and too bad she wasn't a little younger, or too bad she wasn't this age didn't line up with Heather's, because she would have made a great Heather. Rebecca Gayheart, she just comes off like this snobby asshole. You know what I mean? She really does. She was born to be a Heather. Anyone hasn't seen Heather, go check it out. Oh, Gary, you're just kidding. Joel, yeah. Now she got Joel as her cameraman. She just went and got another one. Series. Half sibling, yeah. Snaps her fingers at me. Come up here, snap her fingers. Say, I'm not your dog, okay? Snap your fingers at me. You know, like whistling at somebody. That's so disrespectful. Like I seen this one guy at the restaurant this one time, and it's the first time that he called for the waitress. He went to refill or something. He called for the waitress, and instead of saying "excuse me, miss" or something like that, he whistles at her and starts snapping his finger. Hey, hey. It's like, dude. And she was so nice. I'm not sure if I could have been that nice. It's messed up, man. Yeah, I mean, that was, yeah. I think my problem was with who played him. Like I said, I've never been a big fan of that dude. Like I said, all the way back to Felicity. Like I've seen like one or two episodes of that show way back in the day, and I just don't like him. I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't. Oh hell, there it is. You know how hard you have to swing that knife to put it through a wooden front door like that? I mean, that's not some cheap ass, you know, front door, man. That's a solid fucking wood door. See, it mirrored the original right there. She comes through there. He's outside. Blah blah blah. When she gets away, and there he is, right? You know what I mean? It's looking fucked up for her, which is what they're intending to do. Your poor dude. He got such a give and a limp in this one. He can hardly even use that arm. I guess through physical therapy and all that stuff. I guess you got to get a little better. They could have killed him because arm like that. They could have killed him. See, she just looking at it. Shit, that he did a good job of looking at it like that. He's giving this dirty look like, motherfucker, are you fucking with me? She's already not trusting her boyfriend. Showgirls, yeah. It's been like I said, it's been a while since I've seen this one, so it's almost not like seeing it the first time, but it's been that long, but it's cool and it's kind of fresh. Very good. What he was. I do remember in this one the little Top Gun thing that they do. The little ode to Top Gun thing that they do with the ooh, yeah. I guess that's all they do, isn't it? Oh, oh, okay. Just in case you don't forget the timestamp 42 minutes. He sure changed, didn't he, Jerry O'Donnell? But if you look at him straight in the face, he looks just like he did as a kid. Just somehow he's just gained a lot more mojo in that time. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot that Cece's name was actually Casey. Steven. Oh, okay. The last name Steve. Okay. Now I'm seeing. Okay, I'm seeing the connection now. See, I didn't remember that. I did not remember that. So, yeah. Singing band. Yeah. I mean, if they did see it shaking, I mean, what would they even thought of? I mean, they may have thought of something else. Maybe something else is happening out there for them. Yeah, it's pretty tragic. Wes Craven's good at giving somebody a direction, a good tragedy. Dude was taking on some shit, wasn't he? Derek, Jerry O'Donnell. He's taking on some shit getting with Sydney. I mean, she's pretty fresh off the shit from Scream, where her boyfriend, that she gave her virginity to, tried to kill her, and you know what I mean? He killed her mom and everything else. You guys just asking for some serious PTSD, though. Says a lot about his character, though, actually. She's, you're not trusting me, right? She's with that. Right. That would have definitely changed the whole dynamic when we're supposed to play. Makes sense. Makes sense because she had just come from yeah. Well, no, that was before ET, wasn't it? That was right before Four Guys was right before ET, maybe. The Four Guys was 82, right? And then the next year was yeah. That would put her been right, you know what I mean? Just get Spielberg connection there and all that. So what caused her to not play Carol Ann? Yeah, you didn't see her. See, it's a song that I remember when he starts doing the old yeah, 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 Heather O'Rourke. Yeah. Make Victor May until it's in theaters. Oh yeah, I really enjoyed doing that watch along too, man. That was really cool. Did that a week or two back. Also did a review on Warhol's channel of it. So many months ago, shit, probably 6 months ago. And I once I'd done the original, the next week I'm going to do. Price for Teeth Part Four. Thursday's original Insidious. Let's see, down here. I don't remember I got shit written down. Yeah, probably Thursday night at 10 for the original Insidious, which I think is absolutely awesome. And Friday, fourth week in a row, I'm doing the Friday 13th franchise at 11 o'clock from Friday 13th Part 4 final chapter. A lot of people's favorites. A lot of people's favorite Friday 13th. Definitely one of the best well made slash. Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be like an ode to the Top Gun type thing, or Henry's buddy, or yeah, the whole Tom Cruise thing, right? Yeah, it's a different song, but yeah, Poison Ivy, yes, yes, yep. And then it's followed up after that. It's also played by Alyssa Milano and Jamie Presley, right? This one collection of Street Fighter that I don't have. Yeah, Jupiter, and then that's one of the last things that she did, I do believe, wasn't it? Before she did resurgence in her career with, you know, doing the Janet Leigh type role in the original Scream. Eventually, you know, she did the Charlie Van Angel shows and 51st Days. I think it's like easily one of Sanders' best movies. All around film is really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, just like with a lot of the ones that got hate back in the day, you know, in the last 10, 20 years, 25 years, about the last decade have made their comeback and people, you know, show appreciation for them. Exorcist 3, Halloween 3, you know, go on and on. Yeah, just showing the stab movie here. You got yeah, so you had Heather Graham played the Casey role, and then you had Tori Spelling playing the Sydney role. Well, what was the big thing with Tori Spelling? Oh, you know, Tom Cruise, you ever see comedy Tomcast? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, responsible too. I think the role where Tom Cruise showed that he could really do something to me was of course Rain Man. You know, where he hung with, you know, Hoffman like that. You know, hung with Dustin Hoffman. Um, I think Tom Cruise is damn near, you know, maybe debatable, but Tom Cruise is damn near as good as Hoffman is. He plays that other really, you know what I mean? You know, Tom Cruise is kind of a whack job, but you know, the guy really does have a lot of skill, man. He really does. And don't forget about Collateral. He's absolutely chilling in that. I like those roles he does a lot better than like Mission Impossible and stuff like that. I like when he actually does some character acting. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Don't forget about yeah, and like I said, don't forget about him in Stand By Me. You know, playing the heavier set kid. You know what I mean? The playing Vern in Stand By Me. That's what blew me away when I see him in this. I have franchise. I have Freddy Krueger, right? Yeah, good movie for me. Bad box office scan. It would have been cool. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I mean, to be fair, you know, Shocker was cool, but it just didn't have, it just didn't have what it didn't have what Nightmare had, the original Nightmare. It just, I think it was, you know, I think they started him off with too many wisecracks, maybe. Man, he stole the show. Mom stole the show. Interesting. Stole the show. I put him on. I don't know. I put him on a pretty even playing field. You know, there. I thought we proved a lot in just even hanging with him. You know, that's. But I don't know. Uh, it 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 took both of them. They needed each other. You know. Man, soon. All right, Ninja. Hate the Scream films, you, dude. You hate the original Scream, man. The original Scream was pretty good. Pretty, you know, pretty original for what it was. You can't hate the first one, John. Come on, Steve. By the way, we need to get together for a Tuesday here soon, man. I didn't do anything in 2 or 3 weeks. Like, I didn't do anything. I don't remember if I did anything as fast as at all. You ate it too? Good Lord. All righty. She can still stick around bullshit or something. Listen to me commentary and discuss and all that bullshit. Yeah, you know. I enjoyed the first one. The second one's not bad. Fourth one's not bad, but you know, thanks to the story characters. Not my world, not your world. Yeah, man. All kinds of films are my world, man. Like, you know, for long, like I said before, I'm, you know, got my non-horror series I do here and there, like we did the Warriors together, right? You know, I also did the Wrestler. Um, I also intend on eventually doing it on horror. I intend on doing Forrest Gump, you know, and you wouldn't think that would be of my, you know what I mean? But that's cool, man. Everybody's got their own. Well, it's not that I feel a connection to the story. It's just you know, just fun, just entertainment. Dude, you gotta like. I mean, you need like Matthew Lillard, the Stu character, the nutty ass Stu character in the original. Really, I'm actually surprised that you don't got at least a little bit of like. But that's all right. Everybody got their own opinion. Let me know when. No, like I said, man. You know, we each have our own thing. I don't believe in you know, except for extreme cases of yeah, extreme chick flicks. You're not gonna see me doing a lot of them. But you know, other than that, attractive really yeah, nothing. You know what I mean? I like a lot of films, a lot of genres for a lot of different reasons. I just like West, man. Yeah, she was definitely cold in that, man. She's definitely perky in that. That's for sure. I like her character too, dude. And you can tell me that you don't think that Hayden Panettiere is not fucking hot as fuck in Scream 4? Not a one of them throughout the whole series holds a candle to Hayden Panettiere from Scream 4. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm just an odd motherfucker, man. See, I'm just as oddball as you are, still, just different, just in a different kind of way. You know what I mean? I definitely have my own flavor. That's for sure. I forgot about David Warner being in it. I love that. It's so cool. It's been years since I've seen this. Yeah. Um, dude, you got to at least Google it up and look up Hayden Panettiere in that man. In that with the short hair she's got, and I'm not a short hair fan, but she wears it like ain't nobody. Just saying, and just a great job. She's a great character in it. Just fucking, you know, it's a really cool movie nerd. You know what I mean? Right, right, right. although 4 has a great villain, and it's got Hayden. So that's one that originally caught me because of that. But then I ended up loving the villain. The villain's just batshit nuts, man. She's great. I can see where you're coming from with the series though, still. And Ninja, I can see they have beat a dead horse, man. But the second one, you know what I mean? And plus, man, the antagonist in this is fucking Laurie Metcalf. And who plays a better crazy bitch than Laurie Metcalf? Everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, good. I mean, could you guys picture me doing a watch along of Forrest fucking Gump? I mean, really, I think Forrest Gump is one of the greatest films ever made. Or non-horror, it don't matter the genre. Forrest Gump is fucking awesome, man. Could you see me do The Wrestler? That The Warriors, I'm sure that was probably a little more predictable. Say, the others, but yeah, um, I'm weird, man. I just love lots of shit. Well, you guys already know this. One week you'll have see Last House where I spend a grave. Next week you'll see me do an Evil Dead remake. Next week, it might be Scream too. It won't be 3 or 5 or like that, but you know, the first two I thought I'd cover simply because it goes in one story. To me, it's one story on its own. These two are. But yeah, yeah, I love Forrest. Forrest Gump. I'm always said you got to love Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump. And Rocky, I did a review of it well it was a year ago. I'm going to do a watch of at least the first probably the first 4 Rocky films. So many things I want to do. Then I'm going to fucking do them too. Goddamn it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Drug Killer. Yeah, Drug Killer's cool. Man, dude, there's so many. We've um we planned on doing I Drink Your Blood too. Streets of Fire. Leave that back here. Got that on Shelf Factory. Young, early fucking boy. What the Outsiders? I want to do the Outsiders too. Maybe if you like that, we could do the Outsiders. Do it for Johnny, man. We do it for Johnny. That would be in the like the Warriors type vein. Be like a sequel watch along type thing. Also got. Do you remember Defiance? The late '70s. You remember Jan Michael Vincent was in it? That was a kick-ass show too about the street gang. I also want to do, man. I'm getting ready to finally get a hold of a physical copy of Girl House. Girl House is a damn good one. Loverboy is the killer. Oh, Pieces, bro. Oh, Pieces is fucking awesome. Never watched long. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Pieces is fucking great, man. Told you, bastard. 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 Pieces of man. Oh man, I told you. See, when we talked about and agreed to do that, I figured you remember it better and everything, and you know what I mean, like you'd seen it a lot, man. So it's kind of cool how pleasantly surprised you were with it. Oh yeah, Gino, freaky. Yeah, I've seen that since I was 22. Cruising, yep, here it is. Killing, going to kill his ass. It's the end of him. And it's shaking because the way it's shaking, it looks like they're fucking in there. It don't look like it might be killed. It's just shaking. Just what's all saying? It's rocking, don't come a knocking. You know, that's what it looked like. To be honest. That's what it looked like. It looked like it's rocking, not like a fight was going on. Like Ghostface was fucking Randy, not killing him. Doing Insidious, the original Insidious Thursday, by the way, you know, and I'm doing Friday for the final chapter of my fourth Friday in a row of doing Friday 13th, Friday for the final chapter. So, then I'm doing and then I'm going to do a couple of collection vids, couple live collection live streams. I'm going to do my entire physical media collection of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then I'm going to do from my physical from my physical media horror collection featuring Scream Factory after that. What's up, man? Cool. It's probably just a sick joke. Why does everybody just assume that right away? I'm sorry, if someone says, "Hey, you're gonna die tonight," and the police can't help you. The last thing I want to do is tell somebody, who's been through all that shit. Hey, it's probably just a joke. And then from nowhere, fucking Lee Schreiber pops his head around there, got where he sees it around, scares the shit out of her. And he just wanted her to go on the show with him so he could make some money. First of all, of course she doesn't get it. He's almost like a stalker, man. He's almost become kind of creepy about it. Follow her along and bug her about the shit. $10,000 each. Yeah, he just wants to. He just wants to get paid. He spent some time in prison for shit he didn't do. He wants to get paid. Hour and 8 minutes timestamp. So that's that's always a hard one, man. I love so many. I couldn't even tell you. Always a hard one. Did you come up with an ultimate favorite or not? Maybe. I'm also going to do the original Night of the Living Dead soon because I've never done that. I've never done an actual watch along of that. I've done all of them all up the land, and I mean, I did want to kind of review last watch along thing with Night Watch about a year ago, but I really want to sit back and do it and give because that's when I can really, oh man, I could dissect that motherfucker, tell everything there is to know about that. I want to do an in-screen thing of it because that you can't copyright strike me on that one because that's public domain. So I actually want to have it on the screen. I'm going to figure out what's going on, how to do all that shit, and we're going to do screen on that one. So that's going to be an event. I'm gonna make especially let's be like a pay-per-view or full watching Night of the Dead. We're gonna watch that motherfucker at the same time. We're gonna watch it on the same screen where I'm at. We're gonna do that shit. I haven't done that before, so I'm not sure how to do it, but I'm gonna figure it out and we're gonna do it. I should call him up. Excuse me for just a minute, you guys. Well, now I'll hold off on it for a minute. You know, like Hell Night. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Seen Miss 45. First thing I ever seen of that. I hadn't seen it yet. It was doing for anybody who's seen Terror in the Isles. They did scenes from that, and that made me want to see it. So yeah, I seen it. It's pretty good rape revenge exploitation film, yeah. But yeah, that's what turned me on to Miss 45 was Terror in the Isles. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah. However, Savage Streets though we get a great bathtub scene with her, man. I haven't seen, oof. Linda Blair carried voluptuous like nobody else, man. Yeah. Hell Knight's pretty clean as far as that goes. But still a really cool gothic slash monster slash slasher movie. It's good all around. It's very nostalgic for me. Hell Knight is nostalgic to me, like Humongous is. Oh yeah, she's nice and in the tub and naked in that much. Yes, she is. My second favorite bathtub scene like that in an old slasher movie is the Toolbox Murders. With the masturbation in the bathtub. That was pretty cool too. Mm. With David, I don't know. Don't know. She did B-rated some old shit. Speaking of Wes Craven, remember she did Summer of Fear, and she did Grotesque, and I don't know. So it's a tough one. Something else. By the amount of times I've watched the movie Dawn of the Dead, probably equal to OG and remake. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. That's definitely in my top. Yep. Like the original Night and the original Dawn are neck and neck with me. I can never, know. Oh, Savage Streets, yes, it was. Oh yeah, Mary's got very young, very young Linnea Quigley. People say Linnea Quigley can't act. She did a really good job as her deaf sister, man. Really good. You know, but, I mean, it's a for us guys to remember the her in the bathtub and all that. Because like I said, she carried voluptuous like ain't nobody. That's voluptuous. Want to see voluptuous? Anybody not quite sure what voluptuous means? Watch Linda Blair in the bathtub scene where she just that's all she's doing. She's taking a bath, sitting there smoking a cigarette, I think, in in Savage Streets. That's voluptuous, right? These two. I think the first couple of screams have redeeming qualities. We each have our own opinion. There's things about them I like. The original one, especially. The original one I thought was done really well. Definitely better than a lot of the other, late '90s, slash type horror flick. There's got to be a VCR around here somewhere. That's awesome. But yeah, learn a lot more. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Uh, Oh yeah, yeah. She did a great job, man. That was early on. A lot of people forget about that role. All I said about Linnea Quigley is, you know, anyone who can act like they're acting that badly at times is a damn good actor because that's her character. That's her reputation. That's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to come off with bad act. And you think about it like that, you realize how talented she really is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Can't forget. Oh, Steel Man. Don't forget the very first scene. The very first thing you see of her in Night of the Demon. That is special. You guys have sour balls. Yep. No. Was sorry for your girlfriends or something like that. He's better there. I do hope you invited some cute boys this time. He always he mess. Why you mess with your face? I'm good for the boys. For tonight, anyway. He's a fucking guy saying, aren't you? For tonight, anyway. Yes, Ninja, that's spectacular. Absolutely. In the Night of Demons remake, remember she the the kids trick treating, they knock on the door and they enter the door and she's looking just like that. And all those years later, it's still looking damn near just as good. And she turned around, you could see the age. She's a little weathered. She had a rough time. She had some real shit happen, but behind it was just absolutely fantastic. I like Jamie Early. I hate her. I can't stand her. Last year she is such a lousy bitch, man. She is such a lousy person. She really thinks she's all that, man. But early on, the original Halloween, of course, Halloween 2, Terror Train and Prom Night. She was a great survivor. But I just this last Halloween trilogy and shit, I just could not click into it, man. I just couldn't. I didn't like her character at all. To me, she completely lost everything that was great about Laurie Strode character in the beginning. You know, it's just overdone, man. It's just overdone. It's just a point of ridiculousness. And she just, and the snubbing that she gave Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton is just that's uncalled for. The way she snubbed them like that, they were just they were just fans, and she treated them like it was unnecessary. Yeah, that that Lori Survivor girl though deserved a little more a little more heart to it than that, man. Not just this fucking this dime sword version of Sarah Connor. You know what I mean? She, what good old school attractive actresses, man. I always had a big thing for Linda Hamilton back in like Turn of the Corn, the first two Terminator movies. Yeah, yeah, they are. And I just, to me, you lose the whole art when you do shit like that. Just like tubers who do it just to try to get a number, and they constantly, and it happens all the time, constantly doing movies that they are constantly reviewing and every day talking about the same movie, because they know it's hot, because they know they're going to get a shitload of views for it. You know, making up minutia every day about what could be cool about it or what if and how about this, and it's just like, to me, that's just grabbing a number. You're just trying to up your numbers at that point, where you're starting to lose the passion for the films and why we do this to begin with, when you're talking about when you're doing that, when you're milking it like that. Not that many interesting things to talk about, like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna name any names, but you know who they are, and it's just bullshit they do that, because it cheapens the whole thing, man. It really does. I mean, I suppose if this is your only job, I guess I could sort of see why you want to do what's going to get you the most views and this and that. But I'm talking about some of these people aren't doing it for their job, their only job. They just want to click the same shit out over and over and over again because they know it gets that high number. Now, I'm not trying to poke anybody or talk about anybody or eat particular. I'm not trying to put anybody down, or I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you how it is, man. Do this for your passion and do what you want to do in it, or don't cheapen it just to get a bunch of subscribers and a bunch of views. I'll leave it at that. Shit, I could do that. Hell yeah, I can do that. That'd be easy to do. Shit, I'd probably have fucking 10,000 fucking subscribers by now if I did that shit. But I would much rather keep it real, keep it genuine, keep the passion. The original series that you did on here. What was that, man? We've only been really for a few months now. I need to go back and check out your early on your channel, man. I'm busy doing fucking bullshit all the time. Now I keep forgetting that you were in the service, too. I mean, I don't forget, but you know what I mean. It's just when you talk about it, it makes you go, oh yeah. I don't forget. It's just I, season 4. Hmm. I'm not familiar with the concept. We need to collab again sometime soon too. You know, we did Mother's Day, but I did a little, I did a little different kind of a watch along thing. Now it's a watch along, it's a discussion, it's a complete hanging out now. It was somewhat, that then, but I did a little more allowing of the watching of the movie then. Now it's just a hanging out, man. That's what it is. That's what this is. It's just a hanging out, checking out the film, talking about the film, discussing all the films, discussing each other, bullshitting, keeping it real, keeping it 100, as they say. How far how far in the alphabet did you get? Pretty cool idea. Yeah, I mean, I mainly do my watches, by myself now because that allows me to do what I really love to do, which is bullshit, hang out, discuss all this. You don't got to worry about cutting anybody off, or you know what I mean, because I get shit up when I do this shit nowadays. But now and then, like with steel, I still like to have a coat watcher. Did a pretty good one with Eric when we did Friday the 13th Part Two, and then we did Pet Cemetery. You know, let Eric take the lead on Pet Cemetery, and Eric of course did a great job. Let him take the lead on that one because that was his favorite. Really, really, all the way through to Z. Yeah, what was it? Just X, X, yeah, it's true. There was extra before. I can't think of a lot of them that was done. I still need to see Pearl. Few new films I need to see. You guys heard about the new Alien movies? It's going to be made kind of like Prey was. Prey's Prey was made on Hulu. It, it was actually pretty decent. The ending was the ending was so, but I thought it was the better Predator movie in the last long time, like since the second one. um, but yeah, so Alien Romulus, and it's going to be and I guess it's not gonna be the original original story. It's not gonna be the Prometheus Covenant story. I guess it's gonna be a standalone thing. So kind of curious about it. Hoping they give some. Dude, I like Prometheus and I thought the David character was pretty kick ass. Michael Fassbender's always pretty damn good. He carried it. Vaccine comes out later this year. Well, yeah, Pearl. Yeah, I haven't seen Pearl yet, but it's definitely on the sooner than later. I'm curious to the prequel. You know, the old lady being younger like that. Mia Goss and all kinds of shit, man. She's gonna be in Infinity Pool, that new Brandon Cronenberg film, with Alexander Skarsgård and shit. She's just getting around. Oh yes, oh yes. I yeah, yeah. Oh wait, yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Seen Barbarian as well. Barbarian is one of, in my opinion, one of the best horror films of last year. At least in the top two. Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, yes, it most definitely is, man. It's yeah, and I love the ending, man. Oh my god, the like ending is something else, man. Just when you thought it was safe to have a happy ending, you don't get one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah. Speaking of Stuart Gordon, yeah. Yeah, I was discussing at the very beginning, Steel. I was discussing last 10, 15 years or whatever, how, the great fucking directors or directors and shit that we've lost. I mean, damn. You know, you got Craven, Hooper, Stewart, Romero. There isn't that many of them, the good old school ones left anymore. Somebody got blow over his head. All he's trying to do is still just get her to fucking do this show with him so he can get paid. But you can't blame him. He spent, what, a year or two in fucking prison for something he didn't even fucking do, all because of her. So, she kind of owes him that. An hour and 33 minutes time spent. But yes, definitely got punch ending. That's why that's why it's in my exploitation, that little special thing that I did, that bit I did about a year and a half ago. It's about exploitation films where I talk about the gut punch film. That, martyrs and lots of them. Still so many of them out there that I haven't seen yet. I mean, tons. Like, let's see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's funny about Barbarian is, man, is I heard about it and I kept hearing good things about it, but I didn't hear anything about, you know what I mean? I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't know what it's about. So I seen that motherfucker completely blind. I did not know what I was getting ready to watch. I just knew it was some sort of horror movie. Your imagination goes wild when that happens, right? And I started watching it, man, and I was like, hell yeah. And it turns out, you know what I mean? Kind of feel sorry for the Justin Long character there for a minute. Like, damn, there's somebody's trying to fucking put sexual assault charges on him and all kinds of shit. This guy, ruined his career, and you're like, that's fucked up. And then you find out what a snake, underhanded little snaky fucking punk he really is, and he gets his ass tossed right the fuck off that motherfucker. He got what's coming to him, that's for sure. I loved how the old woman, the woman down there was played by a dude. A dude played that role. You're just masked. Damn, these cars shit in that motherfucker. I remember that. There's all kinds of symbolism shit into it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Timothy Olyphant, or whatever his name is. Olyphant, or how do you pronounce that motherfucker's name? Want to play Hitman? Mm-hmm. Let's see. I thought it was okay. Yeah, I was disappointed in Black Phone, man. I really was. I wanted a lot more Ethan Hawke, man. I wanted a lot more of that villain, of that antagonist. Didn't get nearly what I thought I was going to get out of it. Yeah. I thought more for him too much. Definitely, so did Field too. Definitely, definitely. Wait, well, okay. Freak on the stairs, yeah. On the stairs, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I seen that at the theater. It was my first love. I think I went to a prom and shit with. See my fiance this time and all that. Wow. Right. Well, it's not that I didn't like it. Um, it was okay. I liked the thing with the kids and all that kind of stuff. Uh, I just didn't get enough of the Ethan Hawke character. I wanted more of him. I thought he really could really have nailed that shit. But they gave him some more. I just didn't feel they gave him enough. That was my problem with it. I was just a little let down by that. You know, because he was made for that role. He can really knock that shit out. Man. He can knock that shit right out the park. It just, and that's what I expected to go on. That's what I went into it thinking I was going to get. I felt like he was a little held back. I didn't feel like he was allowed to really go stupid. That would have been a role that would have been perfect for a little bit overboard. You know what I mean? It would have been perfect for it. It would have worked. It just didn't give me the craziness that I expected to get out of the time. That's it. Man. That's all. I mean, other than that, it wasn't a bad movie. It had some good shit, like I said, with the kids. But it covered that part. If they had taken like a little bit of that and a little more villain, a little more antagonist in, that would have been cool. Oh, there's like see, this is it's coming to what I appreciate. I do appreciate about this. Like I say, is Laurie Metcalf playing, Billy Lewis's mother, because because she plays crazy well. Performance in House Deckville. Oh yeah. Ooh. I don't know, man. If Hawk would have been given it like he needed to, Hawk would have been done. Hawk would have done really well. Hawk's a damn good actor, man. Of course, so is Matt Dillon. But you're right, Matt Dillon fucking killed it now. That's a weird ass ending. I did not see that ending coming. I was left going, whoa, strange. But I mean, I think Black Film, the casting of Hawk was right. I just don't think that the script, the screenplay, lent him what he should have been lent. You know, he could have a knockout performance just like Matt Dillon did in House of Deckville, but the script wasn't nearly as good. The screenplay just wasn't there like that. I wanted some twisted shit. It, they built the tension on. You know what I mean? It felt kind of rushed at times. Felt hurried. You know, like, Matt Dillon's always good, no matter what he does. He's good. You never would have thought back in the days when he's playing Dolly in The Outsiders, that he'd be playing some fucking crazy psychopath one day, right? Right. Yes. My son, my 16-year-old, he loves that kind of shit. He had that shit broken down and knew what the fuck was up and all over that motherfucker first time, man. He was all over that shit. He loves that. He loves House of Deckwood. That kind of film is what as far as he's concerned, that kind of film is what's up. That's what he did. He loves films that really he liked that. He really looked at see, see anything more rational. See, revenge for his son. See, regardless, that's unconditional love for your son. She doesn't give a fuck why, or that it was that it was self-defense and that he was trying to kill her. She doesn't give a fuck. That's her son, and she killed her son. So fuck you, bitch. You kill my son, I'll kill you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, well, don't forget about Matt Dillon's role in Singles, man. Singles was fucking excellent. Him and his band Citizen Dick. Touch me, I am Dick. It basically means I am Dick and you can touch me. Oh man, Steel. Um, I know you've probably seen it, but Ninja, have you seen Over the Edge? It's the late '70s, teenagers and shit. It's got a young Vincent Spaniel in it, um, and it's got a young Matt Dillon in it, and it's about late '70s, youth and the authorities and this group in this little town fucking with these teenagers and them getting too much power and start push the teenagers around. But watch Over the Edge with Matt Dillon. Good film. I you probably remember Over the Edge, don't you? Still, Trent seen that or no? Or you guys talk about this? You guys talk about Wayward Pines or I haven't seen Wayward Pines. You talking about Wayward Pines or Over the Edge? Over the Edge, yeah, man. It's yeah. Here, wait a minute. See if I can find it. It should be right here, man. Yeah, right here. I'm looking to get the Arrow version of it. This is the DVD version of it. Arrow put it out about a year or so ago. I'm not gonna get that one. Over the edge, trenching over the edge. That's good, man. That, oh my God, that's so nostalgic to me. That takes me back because that's what the kids I hung around with looked like. That's what they acted like. You know what I mean? That's just, just punk ass kids, man, running around just doing the shit, man. Doing the shit the kids did back in that time. At least the kids I hung around with. Yeah, yeah, he sure is. Yeah, yep. He did a lot of shit, man. Matt Dillon, man. Don't forget about Little Darlings, with Tatum O'Neal, Christian McNichol. I had a thing for Tatum O'Neal too, man. Like a lot of the dudes preferred Christian McNichol. I didn't. I liked Tatum O'Neal at that time. I had a big thing for her. I had a thing for Tatum at that point. It's crazy. Oh my God. I have seen her come out swinging a knife look so crazy from a woman since Pamela. Pamela Voorhees, man. It's the last time I see such crazy shit like it. Vamp. Did did the did us talking about my bodyguard with Chris Makepeace in it? Did that make you think of Vamp? Vamp. Grace Jones, Chris Makepeace, Robert Ressler. Oh my God. Fuck, what's her name? The one that looks like a Dee Dee Pfeiffer, Michelle Pfeiffer's little sister, isn't it? Also, I think for her too. Dee Dee Pfeiffer. Yep. Vamp, 1985. Yep. I've got that on Arrow window slipcover. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can probably throw that together, man. Yeah, man. Robert Russell's fucking priceless in that, isn't he? I mean, look at me. I'm dead. You know how inconvenient that is? He would definitely have reason to fucking shoot her, that's for sure. I can't believe how young Lee Schreiber was. Oh, well, that, yeah, yeah. Oh, here, look. Of course, in these you got you got 4 different covers you can put in these window slip covers. There you go. There you go, man. Man, fucking light. Yeah, yeah. Man. That's why I turned Eric on to several months ago. He was doing vampire films. And he was looking for obscure vampire films. You know what I mean? Not like Fright Night and all them. Everybody knew about. He's looking for something obscure. So I said, hey, check out Vamp. And he'd never heard of it. So I told him about it, and he ordered himself a copy of it, I guess. It was like, I'm not sure if he liked it or not, really. I know he didn't really care as much for Phantasm, the original Phantasm, as I thought he would. I recommended Phantasm to him also. He didn't care for that as much, I don't think. Boom, just making sure. Shooting the fucking hell, she's down even. It's cool, man. It's cool. Who? Who what? Eric. Eric from Hey Internet Eric. Hey Alan, how you doing? What's going on? How are you? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Just finishing off the Scream 2 right now. Just ended. Well, it's ending. Um, that's how it feels to be a hero. Like, what? Just she gonna give him that shit. Yeah, he a lot of times she gives poor motherfucker something. Put me in prison for so long, dude, man. Oh my god. You gotta be sure. When you figure somebody and say they did it, especially something like murder, you better be damn sure they did. No, I was watching a physical copy. Um, I don't think it's free anywhere. He hadn't seen it before. Eric had never seen it before. Eric, I'm talking about, right? Hey, internet, Eric here. He had never seen it until a few months ago. I recommended it to him, and when I did, when me and Drake, my son did a review of it, do a live review of it, and he watched it, and he just didn't get the hype behind it, I guess. I love Phantasm. I'm gonna do a watch of it, but since Night Watch just did one, I'll hold off and do one later on. No, Vamp is an old. It's a 1985 vampire movie. It's got Robert Ressler from Sometimes They Come Back and Nightmare on Street Part Two, and it's got Grace Jones. You remember who Grace Jones is? Um, Chris Makepeace is in it, actor from back in the day. Yeah, it's 1985 vampire flick. So yeah. What does feel? It's definitely the one. Oh yeah. Deny the comedy. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Um, any original Insidious fans here? I will be doing Insidious. And we go through the list here and we go through and just talk some shit here real quick. Um, Thursday, coming Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing the original Insidious, the first Insidious. I think it's pretty good, pretty kick ass. And then the next night, Friday, it'll be week 4 of my Friday 13th watches. I'll be doing Friday 13th Part 4, the final chapter, which in a lot of people's opinion is the best one. It's definitely a complete kick ass slasher film. Mentioned before. And then Saturday, the next day at 3 p.m., I'll be doing another episode of From My Physical Media Collection. This will be featuring text my different copies and everything of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, I'll be doing 10 o'clock tomorrow night, man. I'll be doing Insidious. Um, like I said, Saturday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I'll be doing a live episode of live stream of my physical media collection featuring Texas Chainsaw Massacre on all my different copies I have of that thing. Um, and then Sunday night, we'll be over on American Werewolf in New Jersey's channel. We'll be doing episode 3 right after it ends. Right after it ends on the HBO Max of The Last of Us. We're doing a review and discussion of that. I'm not sure about Monday yet. I thought about pulling in Night of the Living Dead, but I want to wait till it's a picture in picture. I want us to all watch it together because that one we can do without me getting a flag. But Tuesday, I'll be doing another physical media. It's from my physical media horror collection. I'll be featuring my Scream Factory collection. So that's what's coming soon. Also soon recording episode 5. Hopefully soon if my wife and I can get our schedules together. We're doing episode 5 of Van Horror for All. That's what's on the lineup going on here. That's what's happening. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Really? Did she? I didn't know that, man. That's cool, man. Now tell me something, Ninja. Is that Ed Harris? Is that Ed Harris, dude? Is that fucking Ed Harris? I seen that. I was like, man, I know they ain't Ed Harris. And if he says it is, are you sure he's not bullshitting you? You got proof it's him? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not a Continental. I grew up on that, man. That was nice screen factor back there. I found it's really cool. It's just fun. It's so nostalgic, man. Takes me back time when I was 12, 13 years old. But yeah, so that's it for Screen 2, man. Thank everybody very much for coming through here. You guys are always great friends, always so welcome to come through, always much appreciated. You guys know that. No, not here. Okay, I didn't think it was, but somebody told me it was, and I was like, what? Okay, didn't think so. And my thing was going to be is, and even if he says it is, it was when now does he have proof that it was him on that? Now who? I mean, how does he know it's actually Ed Harris? I mean, was he actually on there and you actually seeing him there, or was it because it was the same damn picture? This, same profile picture and shit. You know, Miami connection? Mm-mm. No, no, never heard of Miami connection. Oh shit. All right, you guys. As you guys are all more than welcome to come back, come see me tomorrow night for Insidious at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, of course. Um, cool. Definitely will, man. Definitely will. And I will be in touch with you guys. Like always, I talk to you, Ninja, practically every day. I used to talk to you a little more often, Steve, but email on me. But we'll get together and talk. Get together and figure out Vamp and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that's basically it. Thanks much. I will talk to you guys later. Of course, much love to all. And remember, I am agoraphobe, and you motherfuckers ain't. Have a good night.